Well, I knew Mark had a larger Twitter following than I did, and also knew that Adam had a large fan base since he was been on the show, from the beginning. And I wouldn't say that I was feeling defeated in that moment. I did feel like my emotions got the best of me in that performance, but I can't have any regrets about that because that's the type of performer that I have been and I will always be. And I was obviously feeling very emotional being in the bottom two. But I wasn't defeated. I was just not ready to go home, and I was apprehensive of what the outcome was going to be. And when they said his name, I had a moment of like, ooh, ouch, and then immediately began making peace with it. It was really intimidating going in too, but I was up for the challenge. I think every time that you challenge yourself, you grow, and I've had exponential amount of growth being on this journey. The biggest challenge for me was when it went live, and therefore the time constraint was a lot shorter. And I mean, there were times where I felt like, oh no, I wonder if I can do this. But each week I got up there and was able to deliver a performance, and that gave me more inspiration going into the next week. I want to be remembered as a person who has a story of survival, that I represent everyone who's ever felt unloved in their life, and that you can find something positive to dedicate your life to. And my goal was to hopefully impact just one life, and fortunately I've been able to receive a lot of love and messages from people all over the world saying that my story has helped them in their own personal journey. And honestly, I wasn't expecting that much of an impact, and I felt like that was even more important than the singing itself. That's a tough question, I think everyone has their own beliefs, and I can't really speak for anyone's, own mindset or opinions of me. And also, I try not to worry myself with that. My goal in sharing my story was for people who were feeling alone, and I didn't want them to feel like they were going through that alone. And that's all I really have to say on that. I definitely felt there was a pure magic working with Alicia Keys. I'm definitely grateful for Gwen and turning her chair for me and everything that she imparted to me when I was working with her. But I definitely feel like working with Alicia Keys was meant to be. And her artistry is something that I connect to. I'm a songwriter myself, as she is, and I write a lot of songs on the piano, as she does. And I aspire to sing with as much soul as she does. And I've learned so many invaluable things from her. And she's just impacted my life permanently. My favorite band is Coldplay, and actually before coming on the show, one of my dreams was working and singing with Alicia Keys. I used to fantasize about that in my head, and that became a reality. And so I'm pretty much feeling, despite the fact that I'm not on the show anymore, I'm still feeling on cloud nine about the performance last night. But Coldplay is a band that I grew to love at a young age, and it was the first secular band I was exposed to. And I think Chris Martin is an incredible singer-songwriter. And I think a lot of my songs that I'll be releasing will have a little bit of a Coldplay feel to it. I am already working on what I plan on doing next. So I have received so much love from so many people. And my one goal is to return that love in the form of songs. And I have written new songs already, and the first thing I'm already trying to get together is getting into a studio and recording a song to release my first single. And I cannot wait to release this new music, and the people that have been supportive and following me on this journey are excited about this. And I don't feel like this journey is over in the least bit, and I feel like it's just the beginning.